My trusty moderator, William. How's it going, man? You okay? Can you hear me? Guitar, voice, all good? Just let me know. Hope you're doing well, along with everybody else. And thanks for stopping by. Oh, good. Because I haven't done this in quite a while. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm a little bit out of practice with all this. Hi, Chris. How's it going, man? But yeah, super out of practice with all this. So, any questions? Anything you want to know about? Anything you want to see me do, demonstrate? Just let me know. I figured today I've got quite like a bit of a gap between my work. A little bit of a gap between my work this morning and my evening work. So rather than sit around and play Halo on Xbox all day, I figured I'd do something useful and come on here and chat with you guys. Because I've literally got no video ideas this week either. So I hate the dead space between videos that happens, you know, when you've got no ideas and you're just busy in general. So I figured the best thing to do is just check in with everybody on a live stream, right? and then everybody can watch it afterwards if they want to. How was my trip? My trip where? Remind me, where have I been? What do you think are the hardest Bullet My Valentine riffs? Okay, we've hit Bullet My Valentine already. Okay, so I guess I really have made that reputation for myself, haven't I? And that's okay, you know. Bullet are a band that I know, not personally, but I know how they write songs. I know how what they generally go for note choice wise. And it turns out there's a lot of people who don't know as well. So the lesson videos and stuff like that. I just had a nice comment this morning off somebody saying it's amazing that you do this stuff and break the songs down and stuff. And you know, you see when you do videos and stuff, you seem to think that you're in an ocean of people who can play incredibly well, and there are people who can play incredibly well, 100%. But I didn't realize how many sort of like beginners were out there. And people who watch my videos who are just complete beginners and new to this, trying to figure out what a drop C tuning is and trying to figure out, you know, is it a down picked riff? Is it an alternate picked riff? All that sort of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, to answer the question, the hardest Bullet My Valentine riffs. I personally hate Worthless off of Venom. I can't really play it because I'm in standard tuning. This is locked off at the top. Right there. Something like that. I absolutely hate that. I think Pretty on the Outside is quite a difficult one just because of the awkward timing of it. And the down picking, because you've got all that. Oh, the trip where you got right, the thumbnail for my last ambient video. Okay, that was Amsterdam last year, November last year it was, and that was really cool. Yeah, it was a birthday sort of weekend, I think it was. For somebody, and then my best friend proposed to his girlfriend on that as well. It was her birthday, I think it was, and then he ended up proposing to her there. So we just went for like a short weekend. But that picture, I was so happy with the way that came out because there was no editing in that picture that I took from the plane. More hard bullet riffs. I think the that fast picky thing in Last to Know, because you've got to get the in between, so that I mean that alone doing that alone, just trying to pull that part off is hard enough because it's so lightning speed, and then you've got the in between. That's quite difficult. I don't know. The pre-chorus to Saf is a pain. That that's quite difficult. That Screaming Fire, that's quite difficult. Screaming Fire as a whole is quite difficult. You can always gauge where I'm at as a rhythm guitar player, you know, based on whether I can pull that riff off on that day. But yeah, Last to Know, that's a tricky song. I forget which way around it is now. Was it something like that? And then that fast shreddy picking is really difficult. And then even keeping the lot of really tight rhythm guitar on that album, hands down. I think that album, you know, it doesn't. I mean, it's obviously got some of like the big hitters on there, you know, Waking the Demon, Scream Fire, and all that stuff. But there's some really tight rhythm guitar on there. I don't think it gets the credit it deserves, you know, because it's kind of overlooked by albums like The Poison or whatever. Favorite Axe Wound song? Oh my god, all of them. Absolutely every last one of them. I love X of Christ, obviously, because it's. I love the Burn Alive song. I like Church of Nothing. I like Destroy. That's got a really cool riff in it. Isn't that the one that's got something like that? That's a really cool riff in Destroy. The first track, Vultures, coming right off the gate. You know that he's got a side project. What's it gonna sound like? And the first track on that album just like goes right out of the gate, just heavy. Pleasure and Pain style riff. Yeah, I have that thing. It's so strange. The one time I use a standard tune guitar, I'm getting asked about all these drop tune songs. X-Scout 2001, how's it going, man? I hope you're doing well. How's the band coming along? The band is coming along just fine, thank you. We shot a new music video just last weekend. And obviously about a month ago, we put Church Night out, the last single. Really happy with that music video. Just the derelict church and the narrative, it all just came together so well. And the response to that song was huge. But what I will say about that is the reason why the response was huge to it is because we got management and we actually put like a marketing budget in this time. So it's not to say like the pre-existing supporters of the band weren't being support for anything. Obviously, they dug the stuff, but like just reaching a wider field of people with putting a marketing budget in that did as well. You know, we got like 1,000 views or something on the first week or something. So I would really, really, really advise to anybody, if you're thinking of doing like the band thing and putting songs out, you go do a music video, factor into your budget, whether you're doing it on your own or whether you're doing it with a group of people, have the conversation, factor in a budget for marketing. Just stick like whatever you want to stick aside, you know. Because otherwise it'll just fall off the face of the planet, just like the last single did. Fell off the face of the planet because we didn't market it due to whatever reason it was. So yeah, and then you're just relying off of like your social media then, you know, like my social media with you guys, you know, but then the band's page, oh, they've got anybody following it, right? So nobody's there to really see what you plug in, you know, so 100% marketing and ads and stuff is a great way to go. Saw those White Room pics? Yes, yeah. That was a really cool venue, actually. Easiest music video ever, that one. Compared to the last one, really easy. For all those of you who have seen me playing that, pretty much on every live stream, you're finally going to get to hear what that is. So don't go nicking it. How's it going, Jamie? You're right, man. And the majority of you, who, hold on one sec, behind on comments here. Have you delved into Kill the Lights yet? I've listened to, sorry, Jamie. It's the spinny chair, I can't help it. I've delved into Kill the Lights. I've listened to the stuff. Yeah, obviously hearing Jay back on vocals and stuff like that. It's really, really cool to see again. Cool band, yeah. Damn, that guitar looks good. Somewhat simple looking, but effective. Jim is a man of taste. He certainly is, Matt. Yeah. This, again, if you've watched the video, why I wanted this, I wanted just something that looked rather unintimidating and something that I can just pick up and throw around that I don't mind if it gets knocked and stuff. And a guitar with a proper Floyd Rose. Really, really wanted that. And yeah, I'm over the moon. And I've tuned this thing, I kid you not. I'm not telling lies here. I've tuned this thing once since I got it. Now I can be in a function room band, yeah. It's very Strat looking. Can I play Message in a Bottle? Is that the, that one? That one? Something like that? Yeah, Floods, yeah. You know what, those chords, I thought I hit on something when I was learning. Because I was playing these, like, you know, before I heard Floods and Pantera. And I thought, oh, this is my thing, you know, when I was younger. And then when I heard that, and it's like one of the most iconic, well-known guitar solos there is. It's just like comprised of them. It's like, yeah, okay, that's not your thing. Am I a fan of Parkway Drive? Yes, but I like the Reverence album, so probably not a fan by actual fan standards. That was my introduction to that band. Yeah, I can do it either way. Depending on what I'm doing, I'll switch out. When you get down to like the C down here, it like that stretch is a lot easier. Actually, when I'm teaching, I encourage people to do it that way because here's a little freebie for you all. So if you're thinking of doing these sort of big, what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big 5-fret gaps where you've got a gap between each finger. Going for the middle finger is much better, even though instinctually you generally go for the third finger to pinky. The reason why I would advise that is you can't really move your third finger without your pinky and vice versa. So you're thinking about independence. It's a lot easier to stretch with your middle finger. Plus that stretch between those two fingers is a lot easier than that stretch there. Okay? So you've got a lot more independence there and a lot more stretch. You've just got to stick with it and get used to really splitting those fingers like for like you know, all your runs, you know, and anything that does all the you know, that thing. It's a lot easier. I love Deep Blue by Parkway, but the new stuff gets way too much hate. Yeah, I found the thing is for me is like the Reverence stuff. It was refreshing for me because I was so sick of hearing, you know, that kind of riff from every band. So when I put that album on it, and it was just like all second fret riffs, right? They made a whole album out of those two frets, right? Or even the Yeah, sorry, Jamie. There's only so much what is it, like 5, 7, 8 I can take. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of dug it. at the time. It was just something different. And then I went back and listened to the older stuff, and it was cool for sure. And then the new album, it just kind of felt like a Reverence Part 2. So there were no surprises on that. And it was more of that same sort of... It was more of that sort of area on the fretboard, and it's like, okay, heard this. Harry, how's it going, man? I hope you're doing well. And to answer your question, yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I figured I'd, in my free time today, come on and get something done, like hang out with you guys rather than just sit and play Halo all day or whatever. Charvel does sound pretty damn good. It's a very, very direct sounding guitar for sure. Like, you know, you hit a note and like every note is there no matter how much like soup I put on it with reverb and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the thing where I say, can everybody hit the like button please? Thanks. Yeah, it's like that ambient piece that I just put out on my channel, my last video. Like, when I do those, I don't want it to sound like guitar. I EQ the hell out of it so you can just about hear the notes. And I wanted to take this for a test spin, doing, like, the ambient stuff. And, like, it was so direct sounding, I just couldn't not get it to sound... I didn't want it to sound like guitar. I don't want those pieces to sound like guitar, even though it's advertised as ambient guitar. And I just could not get it to, like, chill out, because every note was just, like, bang, when I hit, like... You know. Hey, the likes are going up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Acadian EP out soon with Devil Has Evolved. Yes! So if you guys go and catch Acadian, which are a very cool band, we played with them a couple of weeks ago. If you're not listening to Acadian, what the hell are you doing with your life, basically? You need Acadian in your life. Oh, and Harry has a YouTube channel as well. Go check that out. And Jamie has a YouTube channel, but you guys already knew that. But yeah, there's a song that they play, and it's not, well, it's coming out, called Devil Has Evolved. And when I heard that song, I was so excited about it. I went looking for it on Spotify or Apple Music even. Tyra was like, yeah, it's not out yet. It's like, damn. So, very cool song. Did you ever get into Black Tide? I got to play drums with them a show once. Shame they broke up. All right, that's very, very cool. Black Tide, didn't they do a song with Matt Tuck called Ashes or Nothing But Ashes? I think that's the one I heard. And they had a really, really young singer at the time. Speaking of young, I think it would be a little bit wrong not to mention Ryan from Polaris. Like, really sad news today. A lot of fans on that of that band. 26 years of age, man. Okay, another sound. Not that. There we go. Honestly, this thing is so good because you can just drop that bar and it holds tune so well. Whether it's to do with the graphite reinforcement in the neck, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I have literally tuned this thing once since I got it. I'm absolutely astounded with it. It's so cool. However, I did the stand-up test with it. And because I'm so used to such great big guitars, Like, and obviously my other guitars hang pretty low, right? And this was, yeah, I think this is a sitting down playing guitar aesthetically. My girlfriend just looked at me and she was like, yeah, that's that does not look right on you. Can I play No More Tears? Or I've forgotten how. Sorry, not No More Tears. Yeah, No More Tears. I've completely forgotten how to play that. No Control. Well, I'm in standard, so I can't drop this down because it's locked at the top. Something like that. That's really hard to do in standard. Favorite punk bands? I recently got into Strung Out, and they're so badass. Most technical punk band I've ever heard. And they're playing D standard, which I love. Not really listened to a whole lot of punk rock. Although I know pop punk has made a massive resurgence recently. I mean, it's found its way into Bring Me and everything at the minute. With this guitar, I kind of always want to play more like classic sort of. If you could get a signature guitar, what brand and model would you want to use and endorse? That is a hard flipping question. Because my BC Riches are kind of like my guitars of choice. There is no improvement. If I could have like 4 of those, all in different colors, and like one of them with a Floyd Rose on it, done. Be quite happy with that. But times have really sort of like changed. Do you remember like when I don't know what everybody's ages are here, but like when I was younger, it was like everybody had a signature guitar. All the guitar magazines, you know, that massive insurgence of like metal guitar players. So you had like Bomber Valentine, Trivium, all the guys, you know, Trivium had the signature Dean guitars at the time, if you remember that. Bullet, ESP, and Jackson, you know, and then now like most guitar players that I see, they're either just playing guitars they like, or a lot of them are getting like custom kind of boutique guitars, like really high end, like one-off builds and stuff like that, which is cool. So I think I'd really struggle now because I've got the guitars that I really like. I wouldn't really want for anything else right now. Having said that, when I went to PMT to pick this up, when I went in there, I didn't expect there to be so many Flying V's and Explorers in there. And it was just like immediately gravitating toward all that stuff. And it's like, no, you've got those. Just go and get the strat. That's what you're here for, you know? You don't need any more Flying V's and Explorers that you're probably going to play all afternoon and then just not touch and it's going to sit on the wall. You know, the Jackson Matt Tuck signature sat under the bed, but that's because I've run out of wall space. You know, so I don't need any more spiky guitars that I'm not going to play. So yeah, I guess if a guitar company could build something very similar to those BC Riches with my sort of flair, that would be it. I was having a custom one made, by the way, but it was taking forever, and I just cancelled it. Bought this instead. I'm behind on comments. Do you feel 100% comfortable holding guitar like the standard way? I only hold my guitar like I'm holding a V. Feels too uncomfortable otherwise. Yeah, ideally I would be like this, but it's, you know, oops. See? I said that. Knock this around. Yeah, oh, knock the camera down as well. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting more comfortable like this, but when it comes to, like, sitting down playing my Explorers, like, I have to, like, stand up. Like, Explorers are not comfortable to play sat down, and I can't play them, like, in classical. There's just too much body, classical position. My Valentine coming out with a new album. The song I could find was No More Tears. No, that was a bonus track off the self-titled record. So I've no idea. You probably won't be seeing another album from them for a while now, unless they carry on doing like the singles. Did you see yesterday Sean from While She Sleeps got 3 new Charvels? Yeah, they were really cool. They look so cool in those bright sort of like neon colors with his bright yellow signature pickup. Is it a signature pickup? Oh, his bright yellow pickup in there. It looks really cool. Ibanez has a revolving door of art signatures. And now, Ibanez. Why on earth they are not making the Destroyers, I have no idea. That custom Destroyer that Vug from Machine Head plays, if they ever put that out, I will buy that straight away. That is perfection. Black with the white binding. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Man Ezekiel and all that. That's exactly, yeah. Everybody's going down that route. Back in the day, custom guitars would have been hard to find. Yeah, custom guitars are more a thing nowadays, 100%. Yeah, Jamie, you make playing that Explorer sat down in the classical position look really, really easy. I don't know how you do it, man, because I just can't do it with mine. Do you have any favorite drummers? I mean, Joey Jordison comes straight to mind. You know, when he passed, I was so upset, and even though he wasn't even with Slipknot at the time, I was still mega upset. I go back and listen to those records, and I just sat there laughing because it's just so. It just makes me laugh. His drumming, it's just so brutal, and just so involved in those sort of. I'm not a drummer. I don't know what it is, but when he sort of like rolls around the kit and the way it's recording, you can hear it go right the way across. It's just so aggressive sounding. Yeah, absolutely love it. Have you seen the video where they dubbed the Living a Vida Loca over Slipknot playing live? It matches Corey's mouth so well. No, I have not. I like the riff, sounds similar to Coming Home by City and Colour. I've not heard that one. Anybody can tell me how Lee Malia plays that? It's so hard to get into quickly. That is Bring Me. Bring Me have got all the best clean riffs. And then you can tell me what the last one is. La da. But that's not right because that's a different key, so I'm not sure how he plays that song. So hard to get into that. And I've analysed it in my usual fashion. And I still can't work out. It seems to be that's what he does, but the fact how he gets there so quickly. There's a song that I see played wrong all the time, if I may say so. What's that hit off of that album, off of There Is a Hell? I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it 1,000 times. Come on, guys, you know the one. This is what you call love. This is a war. Just looking on my iTunes. Bring Me the Horizon. And it is a song called It Never Ends. There you go. See this played wrong all the time. Oops, that's playing now. Yeah, It Never Ends. So I see this played wrong all the time. A lot of people seem to think it's in drop C. If that's your first thing, that's wrong. Lee Malia never really used drop C. He always used C standard tuning, okay? And the riff, there's a couple of different guitars going on, but the main one is going like Sounds so strange in standard tune, especially against that. But yeah, so he's actually using like not proper bar chords, but he's just stripping some of the notes out of them. So there you go. So that's how he plays that. Rather than all those guitar covers you've seen where like you've seen people playing it in drop C and with their fingers like that trying to hold like these really awkward chord shapes and stuff. But it's literally just he might as well be doing he might as well be like just like strumming a bar chord song like I'm pretty sure he goes up during the chorus as well, so he goes like... Maybe I should do a video on that at some point. Let me know if anybody... Because I don't think there's a whole lot of Bring Me fans on my channel. The odd one slips through the net every now and then, comments on one of my Bring Me covers, but... my favourite guitar solo by Matt Tuck. Oh, well, it's... There's only one answer there, isn't there? Nope. I did a lesson on this. I should know how to play it. Man, it hurts the ears that out of context. It's not a nice series of notes on a front pickup that on its own. But yeah, it's got to be that one, man. I also love the... Also love that thing that he does. Absolutely love that in Alone. Whether that's a guitar solo or not, I've got no idea, but you know. That's a cool one. I can't think. What other ones has he done? I know there's a load that he done on the Poison with other... I know there's that from Suffocating, and then there's obviously his guitar solo in Tears Don't Fall, where he just... something like that. He just makes a load of noise with the wah pedal on. But my favorite thing he's done lead-wise is 100% that. Absolutely love that. Oh yeah, and the Her Voice Resides thing, that's good. I'm great playing in front of people, aren't I? Hey. Okay. Comments. Have you heard 15 Fathoms and Counting by Bring Me the Horizons acoustic instrumental off of? Yes, I have heard that. Lee Marley usually plays in C standard. I've noticed how he plays it differently than most other covers and live versions. You especially tell it's not a drop tune during the breakdowns. Yes, 100%. Although Bring Me use so many different get lost, Sam. Hey everyone, look, Sam from A Lost Cause is on the live chat. He has another band called Layer as well, which is really cool, where he plays guitar, so please go and check them out. And if you remember The Author, the second single we put out, that's guest singer, that's that band. Where was I? God Love saying good night. I love his part in Her Voice Resides. It's live. He plays the tapping section super fast with more notes And in the studio version, yeah, he tends to like really sort of. He tends to absolutely go like nuts for it when it gets to that part. But yeah, for me, it more is less in my opinion. You know, so like, you know, all that sort of stuff. Didn't do this. Yes, he did do the solo for Hearts Burst into Fire. Do we know how it goes? Loads of people want a lesson on that one, and I really don't want to do it because there's so many guitar parts and it's just so long. And trying to explain this thing, you know, it's hard enough trying to do it on a standard tune guitar. But trying to explain that, yeah, there's lots of parts, and everybody wants to see. Yes, I know. So I know that is Mary Had a Little Lamb. As soon as I played it, it's just yeah. There you go. Yes, it is. How's it going, Carl and Nikki? We have both of them today. Hope you're both doing well. Thank you very much for tuning in. So yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Any more questions? Megadeth? Oh man, I used to know a lot of their riffs. I don't know how to play We'll Be Back. You know, with Megadeth, you can just sit there all day, can't you, and make Megadeth riffs. You know your blues scale? Tie that with an F sharp power chord, you got Megadeth. Oh gosh, I've forgotten them all. Something like that. Is that Rest in Peace? Symphony. Oh, that's it. There's that one. That's Symphony. That is Symphony of Destruction, right? What else is there by Megadeth? Let's have a think. The Impossible Riff. It just sounds like mush when I play it, especially with all that reverb on. Yeah, I hate playing that song. I do like that. Something like that. Very cool song, and then of course you've got the... you know the one I'm trying to play? Embarrass myself here. It's been a while. Is this going to end up like on YouTube as like guitarist fails at Tornado of Souls? Yeah, the amount of times that I've tried to sit down and play that and learn it and just get bored and distracted. Oh, and then the that stretch. And you've got to economy pick it as well, so it's like... Maybe this is a sign that I just need to practice more. Hey, I'm gonna stop making you guys' ears bleed now by trying to... destroying Marty Friedman's lovely solo right there. Okay, anything else? Questions? Anyone? It's a cool riff, isn't it, Sam? Even cooler when you're playing it in the right tuning. Do you know what else is a cool riff? Impressive ALC riffs sound good on every tuning. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, that's actually hard to Okay, there you go. There's a fun fact for you all. I absolutely loathe the that riff. I mean, I love it. I like the way it sounds, but I hate playing it. It's so hard. I hate playing it because I didn't write it. Sam wrote that one. And the funny thing is, that song is probably like the most physically demanding one in the set. And like, we used to open with that, and so it was like, oh great, that's out the way with. Like, I can sort of like relax after that song. But now it's at the end of the set because it's the new single. So close the set with that, and then by the time that one comes around, it's like, oh man. It's like I'm tired at this point because like the rest of the songs are just so less techy, a lot easier to play, I guess you could say. But that one, because it's got such fast down picking in it. By the time it gets round to it, I'm just like out of breath, and I'm like, okay, gotta do all this down picking now. I'm gonna grab another guitar because I'm finding myself quite limited with this. So just one sec. Okay. Right. For all those who wanted down-tuned songs, if you're still here, now is your time. And then, of course, every chorus has got to have this, right? Good old 85, right? Nice tone. Thank you. It's a Mesa Boogie double rack, triple rack. It's and that's got nothing. No tube scream or anything. That's just a Mesa Boogie. I think it's a double rectifier profile. Yeah, amazing what you can do without having to Stick a load of pedals in front of stuff. Managed a few months ago. Got a 4x9 crate cab. Nice, nice. 20 quid. That's cool. Nice, very good. Now, here's the problem. I'm so used to having a bar on my guitar now. I keep going to reach for it, and I kind of feel like... That's why, to answer the signature guitar question from earlier, I would have these built, but just have like one or two with a bar. Because like, I know it's just the perfect if you do a run. Wow. You just want to stick that on the end of it, right? I can never figure that out. I've done a lesson video on that. Maybe I should go and watch it. How much of the King's coin for a camper rig? I don't know. Campers, what are they? About like £1,200, something like that. But then, it's a necessity, in my opinion, to have the foot pedal with it as well. So what's that? That's like another 300 quid. And then Extending it for live, all you need to do is just take that and you plug straight into the PA. Just make sure you're happy with your tones, and you're good to go. I got all my stuff for an absolute steal, but that's because it was just a very strange series of circumstances. I got everything in one bundle. It was pretty much brand new. It just wasn't being used, and you know, I'm a bit touchy about like secondhand stuff, especially stuff that's that expensive. And I said to the guy, like, why are you selling it? He was like, well, I've got two, and this one doesn't get used. So it's like, okay, then, fair enough. Or I think he said he had three. Yeah, he had three. So it's like, okay, then, fair enough. I'll take that. Who can answer me this? Is this the new BC or the old one? Can you tell? Oh, wait. Nope. Something like that. Missed it. And again. There you go. Thoughts on punk? 70s. Don't really listen to it. I've taught it a few times to my students who who want to like play that sort of thing. You know. I'm an anarchist or whatever it is, you know. You think I'm gonna get those in there? That's horrendous. That's what I was saying about that Parkway Drive album earlier, or the last two ones. It's just open, 2, 4, 5. That is the album. The occasional 3, of course, but like... There you go, you go to Parkway Drive. And then you do the breakdown, you go to the 3. Its tone is really good, isn't it? Actually, I really like it. I'm not sure how it's coming out you guys end, but yeah. See, I've always been like the PV 6505 guy because it's just like what you do. You know, that's how you get the sound, but it just gets so boring, right? So just trying different amps and things like that is like, it keeps it interesting. Yeah, I like Disturbed. I grew up on Disturbed. All that. You know the one I'm trying to play. Any ideas? There you go. Yeah, the step's cool. If you go way back on my channel to the early days, you'll see a cover of that song. Yeah, I grew up on that band. Listened to quite a lot of their stuff. Can't remember any of the riffs off the top of my head though from that band. But like, Indestructible was such a good album. Is it Indestructible? Indestructible Master of War. You know, that had some really, really good songs on it, like Inside the Fire. That's the obvious one, I guess. But yeah, cool band. Like them. Do you remember the thing? I did a thing on how to play this. And then if you play that with the octaver, there you go. That's one of the coolest things Slipknot has ever done. And just shows how like you don't have to put octave leads over the top of all your choruses for them to sound cool. And then for those of you who've been struggling with learning that song, Dead Memories, because like you know, when you see other guitar players doing like octaves for that part in the chorus, you know, it's easy to just follow suit and assume that it's that. But it isn't, it's that. With an octave on it. And then the thing is, the cool thing about that is the key to the clean section that comes after it, which is really hard to work out. So like God, I love me some Machine Head. Any of the Machine Head fans out there? It's all about that. Nope. It's all about that for me. Like, I think those guys were the king of the metalcore breakdown thing that was embraced by all, you know, all the nasty chord noises and stuff. I think every metalcore band that went on to do that, you know, with that sound, I have Machine Head to thank. I wish I could play more Machine Head stuff, if I'm honest. Their stuff is like really complex. Well, a lot of their stuff is quite complex. It's so easy to get lost in that riff. Nope. Yeah, that Machine Head thing is very similar to that Machine Head thing is similar to your Creeping Death thing. Whatever that thing is. You gotta be brave to do that in front of people, right? That's so difficult. And it's even harder with a lot of people staring at you. Take care, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. I hope you have a great rest of the week. How fast can you go on that one? I'm actually going to ban that song from my channel. Anybody else sick of hearing that? We've all heard that how many times, right? I'm actually running out of things to play. Play Small That Remains. I actually don't know anything by that band. That era, like I listened to a lot of Kill Switch in that era, I guess. I was more into those guys from that like era of band. I am in D standard. I think. Check. I am, certainly. Trying to think what else there is. Oh my god, I'm not with it today. Right, all. I'm gonna knock the camera down, but I have to go to work now. So yeah, for everybody who's this camera. For everybody who's tuned in, huge thank you to you guys. I should probably do this more often. I should probably practice more as well, so I've got more stuff to play when I come on and see you guys. But yeah, like I said at the outset with this one, I had no videos or anything planned this week, and I just had I've got like literally no inspiration. So coming on, hanging out with you guys, it seemed to be like the best thing to do. So thank you for sticking around and letting me give you earache with my dreadful guitar playing. But yeah, huge thanks for the support, and I will see you guys later. Take care, guys. See ya.